All right, welcome back. We'll be looking at factors that will shape Nigeria in 2019, and we're going to conclude our conversation today looking at young people and politics. We, of course, focus on the elections in 2019. Daniel Anazia is here with me. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Ebuka. Happy New Year.
Same to you. I just want to quickly talk about, we have a couple of young people who are running for office, but a lot of young people tried to run as well, and it was a big problem with regards to, affording forms and just basically being out-politicked by the older generation. Looking at the crop of people who are running for office, especially the House of Representatives seats, a few of the state governorship positions as well. I think we have a pretty young candidate for president as well. How positive are you?
Let me say 40%. Because the old brigade, they still hold sway as far as this country's politics is concerned. One, they have the fund, they have the connections and whatever you can think of. But it's a good thing the young people are coming on board at this time. It's testing the water. Let me use the word testing the waters. So it's good you test, your ability, your strength. And then subsequent election, 2023 is not going to be like 2019 because young people, they must understand the game, high speed. Then also they have supporters. They have, let me say, by that time they would have the fund to push, their frontiers and all of those things. So talking about House of Representatives, young people vying for House of Representatives, over time we've had a number of them in the House of Representatives. But the question is, okay, for instance, someone like Honorable Nena Ukeje Elendu, she's young and she's doing well. She has been in the House for some time, if I'm not mistaken, for this is 4th time now. And then there are also, I have a friend who is there now, Babale Musa from Kanu. So there are a number of them in the House of Rep, and they are doing. But the thing is, what agenda are they pushing that are youth-oriented? And the bills they are pushing, are they having the youth in mind? Because if, for instance, you push a youth agenda at the floor of the House, it means that the future will be bright for young people. Yeah. Then talking about the presidency, there's a Kingsley Moghalu is young, well-schooled.
Youngish.
Youngish, and at least he should be in his 40s and then
he's in his
early 50s. Well, he's only in this country that you see people that are in 50s, you see they're still young. Anyway, but he's young, quote and unquote, let's have it at that. And then, but like I said, the old brigade, they are still looking, who can we trust among these young people?
Well, when we talk about young people and politics, we tend to talk about those who are politicians and those who are running for office a lot. But let's look at those who are even voting now. I know that we've been accused a lot in the past of being the reason why the turnout in election day is always terrible. I mean, in the last election in 2015, almost 30 million people didn't show up on election day to vote with regards to those who were registered. And a good number of that, a good chunk of that were young people. Looking at 2019, do you see a different attitude when you have a conversation with younger people? Are they excited about voting? Do you think they would come out to vote?
Yes.
Because they should make a difference. I mean, 70% of the electorate is not a small number.
Definitely, without sounding pessimistic, this time, 2015, not many young people came out to vote. But this time, a lot of young people are procuring their PVCs, and they are ready to exercise their voting right. And also, they know what they want. But let's not forget the fact that I keep telling people that poverty has a role to play in all of this. Because some of these young people, but by the time they give them little tips and all of that, a lot of them, they are organizing and all of this. They have people who are like they talk to and they talk to them. It's okay, don't worry, this person is going to bring something for us that will have, hold on. But what do you want as a young person? For me, as a young Nigerian, I want good hospital. Let it be functional. That if I am sick, I can go there, access medical care. I want good road. I want, if I open the tap in my house, let water be running. I want power. You understand? That if I come back after retiring from work, I come back to my house, I switch on the electricity bulb, there is light for me. So these are not much things, but for the election 2019, I see a lot of young people coming to vote. One. But is a caveat. don't forget the fact that it's also on that day that some of them, on that day, that is the day they will choose to do monkey post to play ball, even on the highways. Yeah, if we go out, on election I go out to monitor the process everywhere. And you see some of them, they are playing ball and all of those, even on the street. And sometimes, because if we are talking about young people, we also have to classify them. The people who I am talking about that are going to vote, who are procuring the PVCs, are those people who have seen the forwards of the schools. You understand? Secondary schools, they are.
So you still believe a majority of
definitely a majority of them. But the other guys who are the street urchins, you know, that is the day they make their money because they will be hired to do some of those things.
Well, fingers crossed that everything goes well. All I'm going to say is please go out, get your PVCs. Make sure you get your PVCs because, I mean, it's important that we all vote. And every vote, actually, I believe counts. Definitely. And I always believe that when you don't vote, you open the window for malpractice.
Yes.
So make sure you go out and get your PVCs and vote when the elections come. Thanks for being here today, Daniel.
Thanks, Rubbin.
Well, like I always say, you can follow the conversation on Twitter. YNigerTV is the handle. The hashtag to follow is Rubbin Minds. You can also visit our website, YNiger.tv. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time.
What else?